What's going on, YouTube? I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. I'm back again today with some Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and I'm going to be playing some multiplayer today. I've been grinding multiplayer a little bit just to try to get some attachments for guns for Warzone and DMZ, and I understand there's a meta out right now, and I could be just going for those attachments, leveling those weapons up to get those unlocked as quick as possible, but I really like the experience of just grinding it out and using each weapon. Even if it's not necessarily the most fun or the best weapon in the game, I still want to use it, get a feel for it, and see if I can make it viable. You know, I personally like challenging myself, and I feel like if I can use a shitty gun and still succeed, then it's worth it to me. So you may not feel that way, and that's okay. That's just how I personally enjoy Call of Duty and other games. Uh, you're more than welcome to play however you wish. I'm not telling you you have to play like me by any means. Before we get into the video, guys, if you are new, if this is your first time to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. If you want to see more Call of Duty content, I'll be posting here every single day, bring you guys the best content that I can. And if you enjoy it and you want to support me, that is how you can do so. It is 100% free. It does not cost you a dime. It just takes about a couple seconds of your time. So I'd really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button. Also, leave me a like and leave me a comment if there's anything that you'd like to see in the future. Maybe some things that I can do, challenges, instructional videos, just anything that you guys would like to see. I would love to hear about it, and I would love to try to make that content for you guys. So what I really wanted to talk about today was the current state of Call of Duty. I understand the game's not perfect. There's a lot of bugs. There's a lot of things that could be better. But as a whole right now, I personally think this is the best Call of Duty game that has been released within the last 5 years. Now, I understand not all of you are going to agree with me on that, and that is perfectly okay. That is your own opinion, and you definitely do not have to agree with my opinion. But here's why I think this Call of Duty is going to be better than most of the Call of Duties that have came out in recent years. First off, the Battle Royale actually feels like a Battle Royale. It doesn't feel like a glorified multiplayer lobby anymore. It's actually got some substance to it. It forces people to actually loot things on the map instead of just being able to go and grab piles of money and have your loadout within the first zone. I really like some of the changes they made to the buy stations where you can only get one UAV. If you're the person who buys the UAV, nobody else in the map can go to that buy station and buy a UAV. That's huge. We no longer have to worry about somebody just spamming UAVs the entire match and knowing where you are at all times. And the way that Ghost works in this game, if you're not moving, Ghost is not working. So if you have your class and you have Ghost as your perks and you're sitting in a building positioning yourself as you should, somebody's going to see you. So now it really gives that incentive to buy a UAV and then hold on to it until you're later in the game. It really makes having a UAV in that last zone crucial if you want to win. And I'm not saying that's the only way to win, but you are upping your chances tremendously if you are hanging on to a UAV for last zone. Second, DMZ is a ton of fun. And for people that only like Call of Duty for the Battle Royale or only like it for the multiplayer, I encourage you to try something new. Even if you don't like DMZ, after you play it, at least give it a shot. I come from Escape from Tarkov. Not that I haven't played Call of Duty in the past, but I haven't played Call of Duty in years. So coming from Escape from Tarkov and playing DMZ, they are similar in some ways and very different in a lot of ways. But the style of that game, where you're given a set of missions and you're supposed to go in and complete these missions while fighting AI that are much harder than normal AI, as well as now other players. And the whole goal is not to die and make it to the extract, is so much fun. And if you don't make it to the extract, if you do die, you lose everything that you had. Now, I understand the consequences aren't as dire as a game like Escape from Tarkov. It's not like you go back to your stash and now you don't have anything. But you could get to that point in DMZ. You do have a stash, if you will, and you can hold a certain amount of guns in there. But let's say you continue to keep going in and not make it out. When you run out of guns, I don't know what happens, but I assume you have to go in with your fists. Now, there are some differences. You're never truly going to go in bare bones because you can't always take a lethal tactical and a field upgrade, which is okay because that's, that's Call of Duty's twist on it. And I think that there should be things that differentiate between COD and Tarkov and other games that are like this. But as a whole, the game is very fun, and I think it's only going to get better in the coming months as they have time to tune their game and listen to the community and put things in that maybe they were working on or just started to work on. I'm really excited for the future of DMZ as a whole. Now, the third thing and the final thing I'm going to talk about is, from a competitive standpoint, this will be the most even and fair Call of Duty that we have had in years. Now, a lot of people think that slide canceling and bunny hopping were these insane things that created a skill gap, and the game's trash now that they're out of the game. I don't agree with that, not even in the slightest. I feel like anybody could learn those movements, and just as anybody could learn those movements, you all can learn how to adapt to this new iteration of COD. And it's not even a new iteration. We are back to some basic movements from older games that really make COD feel like what it used to. And some of you may not like that. Some of you may love it. I personally enjoy it. But I don't think that those things specifically were what created the skill gap. And I will make another video if you guys want to hear my thoughts on what creates a skill gap. I think a lot of things factor into it. But something that can be taken out of the game as quickly as it was put in, such as movement, in my opinion, does not really create the skill gap. Maybe between you and the casual gamer, but if you're going against anybody who's even slightly competitive and they understand how to do the movements, they know everything that you know and vice versa, and then it just comes down to a couple different factors. But at the end of the day, who makes the correct choice and who wins the gunfight? Alright guys, that's all I've got for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave me a like, leave me a comment. Again, hit that subscribe button if you're new and you enjoyed the content in any kind of way, or you would like to see more. I will be here every single day posting on YouTube, so you can look forward to that. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you boys in the next one, alright? Peace. Get him, Vital!
With you, mate.
Hold on, Shadow. I hear you. Oh, whoops.
Confirming next hard point. Stand by. Friendly UAV on station. Enemy UAV overhead.
Did that guy just spawn behind me?
I'm with you.
Enemies inside the perimeter. Enemy UAV active. Mission complete. Solid work.
Yes, sirree.